Hey, welcome or welcome back to University of Dice. If you saw the intro video, you might have some questions. See, I've always loved head-to-head card games. There's creativity to it, not just in deck construction, which has actually never been my forte, but in how you play and approach different matchups. So my foray into creation began with a game called Dice Masters. And this was a collectible card game involving cards and dice that was put out by WizKids. As soon as I saw it, I was super excited. It just something about it grabbed me, spoke to me, and I was hooked. I had a lot of fun, and it turned out I was pretty good at it too. I was top 8 at the first US Nationals. I earned a regional championship, and I had many other high finishes during the run of that game. Our Dice Masters team, the reserve pool, yeah, was filled with strong players and creators. But life gets in the way sometimes. WizKids changed their business model. I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I became a father, twice now actually. My oldest child has a muscular disability. Time to dedicate was at a premium. So was my energy. I stepped away. I found my way back to Dice Masters a few years ago. WizKids changed their business model back. There was a lot of excitement, but unbeknownst to anyone at the time, it was as the game was losing steam. Outwardly, there were signs for optimism. A brand new set brought an exciting redesign of the cards, a brand new entry point for players, but even so, the game effectively died. I didn't know what to do. I loved that game. It was such a blast. It was the first collectible card game, and I tried many that ever, really spoke to me. So I got into Marvel Snap for a while. The fast games were appealing. It scratched the itch, sort of. Digital games just don't have the camaraderie that TCGs bring. Your opponent is faceless. Often in Snap, they're not even a real person, and that's by design. It kind of stinks. I began to wonder if anything would hook me the way Dice Masters did. I tried a lot of games over the years. Even did a video about that 3 or 4 years ago now. What would make anything else different? Now, an obvious contender was, and I guess is, Netrunner, which has a lot of life and a vibrant community, just not one all that near me. I'll maintain forever that games like these simply aren't feasible for you if you don't have a means of playing in person with regularity. So, enter Pokemon. I'd long been curious about the card game. Of course, I know the property. I was in middle school as it all blew up. I had Pokemon Red back when. Yes, I started with the Charizard, the hard start, as we all know. But I never really learned the card game. But some quick research told me a couple of things. First off, local stores were holding events on weekend afternoons. That was really important for me because it meant I wasn't going to stick my wife solo with 2 kids for bedtime, as I would for pretty much every other game, which is weeknights. Second, the pricing. Yes, we can talk all day about scalping and the limited availability of sealed product, but for someone like me, who has long been a proponent of buying singles and not packs, I can live with that. Most singles are very affordable, and it's really rare for a deck to cost more than $100 to assemble, with many much less. I think the best decks in our format right now, apart from Goldengo being a bit over 100, $60 to $80. And I believe there is a top tier deck in Magic as I record this that costs $800 in standard. It's a big difference. Finally, the kid-friendly nature means it's something I can share with my girls as they grow up, which is pretty cool. Now, I want to bring the same approach to the game that I fostered back when we produced the Attack Zone podcast for Dice Masters. We focused on setting goals, making good decisions, developing a strong mental game. As I've said, I'm not an expert at Pokemon, but I think I can call myself an expert, at least an armchair expert, on those topics. And even if all I am doing is speaking into the void, talking it out helps me. And that's as important as anything else. So I hope to see you walking with me on this Pokemon journey. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.